Hey everyone. So it's May 29th, and I know I haven't posted in a while. I've been running in circles in my own head quite a bit. Um, I've been saying the serenity prayer quite a bit, and for those of you that aren't aware of that is, it's God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change the things I can, and the courage to know the difference. And people can interpret that in different ways. Live and let live, let go, that kind of thing. Um, but, you do have control over some things. And those things that you do have control over, I think what the prayer is saying is that you need to be aware of the ramifications of any changes that you do try to implement. Today I'm going to go have a meeting at the courthouse over custody, and it's got me twisted up in knots. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with courts in my history, and it's supposedly going to be pretty much a nothing meeting, but it may turn into something else. It may turn into something that's going to dictate the way things are going to be going forward for quite some time. And this meeting is being brought about because of some legal actions that I took. And that's what's been really, I've been working really hard to make sure that any actions that I take, I'm not taking for selfish reasons. I'm taking for reasons that I believe are for the greater good. In this case, for my kids. And it's been tough because there's definitely a component of selfishness in it. I do want my kids to be with me as much as possible. I mean, I can't see that any dad wouldn't want that. But the reality is that I have to make sure that what I'm looking to accomplish with this is not for selfish reasons, and it is something that I believe truly, aside from the selfish thoughts, to be in the best interests of my kids. And it's hard to separate those two, and that's been causing an awful lot of anxiety for me. A lot of introspection, a lot of thought, a lot of sleepless nights. But I can honestly say that I believe that what I'm doing, trying to implement these changes, is not for the selfish reasons. I can honestly say that I believe that I think in my heart, so I guess I don't think, I feel in my heart that this is what's going to be best for the kids. But it still causes a lot of mental stress, mental worry, because I don't know what a court may decide. I don't know what a court may think. I've consistently tried to follow the rules and consistently tried to do the best that I can. And I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm not saying that I haven't in the past, and I certainly will in the future as well. But anybody that says that they don't probably isn't being honest with themselves. And that's another tenet of AA, is you have to be brutally honest with yourself, and you have to be brutally honest with those around you, as long as it doesn't cause harm to them. You still have to be brutally honest with yourself, because if you're not, then there's no chance of being honest with anybody else. So that's why I haven't posted in a while. It's just And I probably should have. What I should have done is I should have posted more often on those sleepless nights. I should have hopped in, recorded a video to explain where I'm at. Because I know I can't be the only one going through this. And maybe that would have helped somebody else take a step back, look at it from a logical point instead of a purely emotional point. Because that's a hard thing to do. I don't remember if I recorded a video mentioning that I was able to see my grandchild. I'm officially a grandfather, and that was an incredible experience. I was able to take my 2 kids out to meet my granddaughter, their niece. It was filled my heart with love and joy, and that's the kind of thing that I think is terribly important for my kids to experience. And I think it's important that they experience it with me, and as well as with my, I guess, still technically spouse. Although separate at this time, I think it's important for that type of thing to happen. Family is important, even if it's difficult at times. And that's why I'm fighting for what I'm fighting for. I honestly believe that family is one of those things that you shouldn't just dismiss or let go. But boy, oh boy, do I have this knot in my gut. Doesn't mean I want to drink. I honestly do not want. I don't even want to have a beer. And normally, on a day like today, it's sunny, it's beautiful out. The lawn needs mowing. It's not going to get done today, and that's okay. But on a day like today, I probably would have grabbed a nice cold beer and started up the lawn tractor, or started pushing the mower, and by the time I was done my lawn, I probably would have been hammered up. And I would have loved every second of it. But today, the idea of drinking a beer, just that taste, that yeasty, just does not appeal to me. I haven't had hard liquor in years, really. I mean, a shot here, a shot there, certainly not in the last 8.5 months. But no, I gave up hard liquor ages ago, because that feeling that I'm getting right now, thinking about drinking a beer, is the same feeling that I was getting about hard liquor. And I can only thank my higher power and, I guess, time for that, because it took some time for me to have that reaction to harder liquors. And I honestly didn't know whether or not that was going to ever happen to me when it came to my favorite drink of all, beer. And now it's not my favorite. My favorite drink now is actually SodaStream seltzer water. Oh yeah. That's helped me out a lot. I still like the bubbles. But fresh water with bubbles in it, there ain't no beating that. So I know I've jumped around a little bit, but I did want to check in, let everybody know that, I'm doing the best that I can today, and hoping for the best for my kids. Because that's what it really comes down to. It's, I have pride in myself today because of how far I've come. Even in the past 8 months, I've grown my circle of friends. I've been of more service to my community than I have in years. And that makes me feel good. I've done things in the past 8.5 months that I don't know that I ever would have actually accomplished if I had still been drinking. My life, albeit difficult at times, and obviously financially extremely difficult, is getting better daily. And that's giving me the strength to be better on a daily basis. I have my down days just like everybody else, and some of my down days are very down. I started cleaning up the house again. I let that go for quite a while because, like I said, I was in mental and emotional turmoil, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. What would have been my 25th anniversary just passed, and that really threw me for a greater loop than I had anticipated. It messed me up upstairs more than I can explain. But I'm working through it, and I'm not drinking because of it. So things are getting better daily and weekly and monthly, and the better they get, the better I can be. So that's where I'm at. I know this was a pretty long one. I know it was kind of rambly and all over the place, but like I said, there's been a lot going on in my head. So hopefully as things move along and as I start moving along my positive trajectories, I'll be able to post some more, and maybe some more positive content, instead of me telling you how bad I'm feeling and how bad things seem to be going, because we all need some more positivity in our lives. I know I do. I love you all.